Welcome, thank you for joining us, and we are going to be doing an hour-long session this morning focusing on the hips. Everybody tends to complain about having their tight hips, so today we'll work a little bit on opening up the hips. So let's start on a comfortable seated position, easy pose. You can bring your foot slightly in front, try not to have your ankles cross, or if you want, you can come into your half lotus. If sitting cross-legged is very uncomfortable for you, feel free to sit on a cushion, on a block, or even come and sit on your knees. Either way. Okay? So coming down, we're going to start with just a little bit of breathing this morning. So first, let's just take our hands onto our knees. You can close your eyes and just come to your breath. So I want to breathe through the nose and just concentrate on the breath, on the rise and the fall of the breath. I want to bring your mind to your breath, trying to keep your mind focused on your yoga for the next hour. Try not to let it become distracted, and just stay with you all release. Take the hands in front of you and walk them forward. Taking the head down to the mat. The head is not coming, that's okay. So you can come to your elbows. Moving from the waist. Twist. So we'll take our right hand to our left knee and look behind. Twist. Twisting the torso, not the neck. Good. Come back and twist to the other side. Looking behind you over your shoulder. Take our chin to our chest, take the hands to the back of the head, and push down gently. Just a little bit. Feel that pull on the back of the neck. Good. Come back up. Take the hands to prayer, and take your fingertips to your chin, and look up. Pressing gently down the chin. Right hand and open it to the right. Look up slightly. And release. And take the head to the left. And release. Now I want you to look all the way to the right. Shoulder, take the right hand and pull the head down. So you're looking into your right armpit, laying the head down toward the ground. Just feel this on the back of the neck. Good. Come back up and turn your head all the way to the left. Taking the left arm and pulling the head down toward the left armpit. Good. And come back up. Now we're going to take our eagle arms and take the arms out in front of you, palms up. Take one arm over the other, palms together for eagle arms. And squeeze the arms together. Feeling that pull from your back and shoulders. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Up with the elbows, so bring the elbows up in front of your face as much as you can. Good. And come back down. And release. Now take the other arm over the top. And bring the hands together. And squeeze. Squeeze the arms as much as you can. Sit up straight. Let's bring our feet out in front of us, feet down to the floor. And we're just going to do a little windshield wipers, as we call it. So take your knees all the way down to one side and the other side. One side, other side. Good. So try to bring the knees all the way down to the mat. Try not to go halfway, bring them all the way down. Back and forth. Good. Good. And come back up. Now we're going to take our knees in and come to our tabletop. Good. So always remember in our tabletop that our knees come under our hips, hip wide. Our hands come under our shoulders. Good. Make sure that your alignment is correct. And we'll start off with a little bit of cat and cows. So we're going to inhale, looking up, arching the back. Exhale, take the chin to the chest, and round the back. Lotus spine. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Look at your hand in front or slightly to the ground in front of you. Good. And hold. Now we're going to bend our elbow and our knee. Just elbow to knee for 1. And out. 2. And out. 3. Out. 4. Out. 5. Out and hold and come down. Good. Now let's go to the other side. So picking up the left leg and the right arm, kicking back with the heel, reaching forward with the hand, engaging the core, and breathe. And hold. To the knee for 1 and out. 2 out. 3 out. 4 out. 5 out and hold. Good. And come down. Good. Coming back to our tabletop. We're going to come to the right leg. So picking up the right knee, we're going to take it out to the side. Okay? Then we're going to take it back down, but not touching the mat. We're going to kick out. Okay? So out, down, back. 1. Out, down, back. 2. Out, down, back. 3. Out, down, back. 4, out, down, back. 5, and bring it in. And to the left side. So picking up the left knee, opening up the hip to the side, bringing it back down, not touching the mat, and then kicking back. Okay? Out, down, back. 1, out, down, back. 2, out, down, back. 3, out, down, back. 4, out, down, back. 5. Good. And back down. Now we're going to come to our right arm, reaching up with the arm. between the arm and the leg, coming down onto the shoulder. Good. Now you can either stay like this or pick up this left arm and bring it around. And grab for that leg, opening up the chest, looking up. Can't really see me like that. Let's go like this. There we go. And here we are. So make sure that you don't have a lot of weight on your head, just a little bit of weight on the head. Most of the weight should be on the shoulder. Looking up. Good. Now take the left hand, bring it down to the mat, and push yourself back up. Good. And now we'll come to the left side. Reaching up with the left, bring it all the way through, coming down to the shoulder, taking the right arm, bringing it all the way around. Try to grab that leg, and then reach up. Twisting, looking up. Good. And breathe. Good. Now bring that hand back down to the mat and push yourself back up. Good. And then from here, I want you to walk your hands forward to the top of your mat and take your forehead down for puppy dog. So here, we're stretching the shoulders, the upper back. Try to root your hands into the floor and pull a bit to increase the stretch. And even more, you can take your chin down to the mat and eventually take your chest down to the mat. Okay, even bigger stretch. Just try for your chin today. And pull. And reach. Good. And slowly walk your hands back. And come up onto your knees. So now we're on our knees. Take the right foot out. And then you want to make sure that the heel is in line with the knee. Good. Toe up. Inhale with the arms, reaching up. Exhale, come down. Good. So the arm is overhead as you look up, reaching forward. You're on your heel, toes pointing. Good. And in the side. And breathe. Good. Come back up. Take your hand next to your knee. Point your toe. Bring the other arm all the way over. So from the toe to the fingertips. You should feel a stretch. Moving in opposite directions. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And looking up. Back to the heel, and we're going to go back to the other side. So coming back to where we were before, and try to go a bit deeper. Pull. As much as you can. And deep into it. Good. Come back. Take your hand back to where it was. And this time take your arms straight up, and then pick up that leg. Good. So the leg should be about hip height, toe facing forward, arms straight up, looking up. So we're reclining half moon. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Good. Now from there, bend the knee and try to grab the foot. And look up. Do your best. I know this is a challenging position. You can do it. Good. And release. Coming back up. And we'll do the other side. Let's take our left leg out. Make sure we're in line with the heel and the knee. Good. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring them down to the leg. And reaching. Make sure we're on the heel, toe flexed, palm down, and reach. Looking up. So again, pointing with the toes, reaching with the fingers, pulling in the opposite directions. And breathe. And come back. Come back up onto your heel. Arm back to the leg. And come deeper. Come on, deeper this time. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Looking up. Good. Come back with your hand down to the mat. Now this time take the arms straight up and then pick up that leg. Good. Toe pointing forward. Arm up. About hip height. And look up. And breathe. You can do it. Good. Now bend your knee and grab your foot. And as you do this, don't forget to kick back. So that's where you'll find the stretch. Kicking back with the foot as you pull forward with the hand and look up. So my foot should not be like this. It should be kicking back and up. Good. And release. Coming back up. Very good. And let's just do a little camel. So for camel, we make sure that our knees are under our hips. So slightly open. Hands to the hips. Push the hips forward as your head comes back. Try to take the shoulder blades together back. Head back. Push, push, push forward. And hold. Good. Slowly, slowly come up. You can often feel dizzy when you come up, so make sure you go very slowly. Now for our next one, you can take your toes up, so you're on your toes. You can grab your heels. If this is easy, you can take your feet flat and grab your heels. So either way. And then also, if that's very difficult, you can just come and do the same thing you just did. So either way, take your next back bend, pushing forward with the hips, head back, shoulder blades together back. Push, 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 push with the hips. That's where the back bend comes from. And now we're going to sit down onto our feet. And we're going to take our head down for child's pose. So we're letting our back recover from the back bends. And just take a little break here. Relax. Breathe. And as always, if this type of child's pose is not comfortable for you, be sure to do wide-legged child's pose, so keeping the toes together. Open up your knees. And then take your head down so we can touch the mat. And relax. And breathe. Body strong. Don't let the body come down like this. Make sure it's strong. It's up. Hold. Hold. Good. Now take the knees down and lower yourself down to the mat. Good. Push yourself back up. Give me a slight bend into the elbows. Chest up. Feet together. Good. Come back down, flip the toes, coming through the knees, downward facing dog. shoulder. And breathe. Good. Pick up the right leg. Hold. Try not to open the hips too much. Foot facing down. Good. Now, bring the leg and swing it all the way up between the hands. Good. Now, as I said before, if you can't swing it all the way up, that's fine. If you're here, just help yourself. Grab your ankle and bring it forward. Now we're going to have a lunge. Good. So again, make sure we're in our correct alignment as always. Knee over ankle. This knee is just back. You can always bring that farther back. Come down to the hips. And then we're going to bring the arms up overhead. Reaching out. Looking at it. Bring the hands down. Bring them both to the inside of the foot. Okay? If you need to, walk your foot out a little bit. Good. So both hands on the inside of the leg. Now, if you can already feel the stretch here, feel free to stay here. If you want more of a stretch, try to bend that inside elbow. So the elbow that's next to the foot. Try to bend it down. For lizard. If you can do this, bend both elbows. Just do what's available to you. And breathe. And breathe. Good. Make sure that your foot is flat onto the mat and make sure that you are keeping that alignment with your knee over your ankle. You don't want your knee coming forward over the ankle. Good. 2 more breaths. Wherever you are, you just be here. That's perfectly fine. Good. Now we're going to take our hands on either side of the foot. You can move the foot back to the center. Hands down. Come onto your toe and step back. High plank. Hold. Hold. Good. Now you're taking knees down. Lower yourselves up, down. Bending the elbows. Elbows in. Pushing yourself back up. Good. Keeping that slight bend in the elbows. Come back down. Flip the toes. Downward facing dog. And let's take a step in. To find your alignment. Pushing those heels down. Head over the shoulders. Hips back. And breathe. Good. Picking up the left leg. And hold. Trinity dog. Good. Now taking the knee up into the chest. Swing the leg forward. Between the hands. Fingertips down. Good. Little lunge. Check your alignment. Chest up. And bring your arms up overhead. Looking up. Good. Now as you come down, take your hands to the inside of the leg. And then move your foot out a little bit. Good. For our lizard. Now here, you can either stay here if you're already feeling it, or bend the inside elbow so the arm is next to the foot. Stay here, or come down onto both. Wherever you are, just stay and breathe. And breathe. right up, reaching up. So as you're turning, you're facing your knee, reaching up, looking up. Foot is flat to the mat. Good. Now take the hand to the knee, and now take the foot. So pushing the knee open, and come onto the side of the foot. Okay? So opening up those hips, to the side of the foot, as much as you can. Good. Around. And then from here, take your left hand and pull the leg in. I know that can be a little tricky, so just to do the best you can to come into your pigeon. So in pigeon, your knee is facing forward and your leg is bent. So from here, try to take the hands to the hips and look up. If you can't do that, you can always keep them on the ground. And then slowly walk forward and take your head down to the mat. Now in pigeon, you can either stay here. If you want more of a stretch, what we do is we pull the foot out slightly. And we fold over. So if you need more of a stretch, you just pull that foot out a little bit. And just stay where you are. Make sure you don't fall to one side. Make sure you're up on both hips, not falling to the other side. Good. Now walk your hands back. Good. So your knee is bent, you're up. Now try to grab that back leg and pull it forward. It should be a bit easier since we're already down. Pulling that foot towards you. Good. Good. And release. Now take your hands to either side of your knee. Come onto your toe and back. And step back. And hold. Again, you can drop your knees or just come straight down and do the arms. Come back up. Looking up. Come back down. Flip the toes. Downward facing dog. And take those heels down. Head to the shoulders. Pick up the left leg and swing it all the way through between the hands. Good. So I have a lunge. Now take the right hand down, left arm up, and reaching up. So we're facing our knee, reaching, reaching, reaching up. Twisting that torso. Good. Now take the hand to the knee and open up the head so let the knee fall to the side, and you can see how I'm coming onto the side of the foot. Good. Opening up the hip, falling to the side. Good. Now, with the other hand, pull that leg in for pigeon. So the knee is bent, and the knee is facing in the top of the mat. Take your hands to your hips, and look back. And then slowly walking forward. Folding over that leg, head to the mat. And breathe. Again, make sure you're up. You're not falling to one side or the other. You're up on your hips. And if you need to make it a bit more difficult, if you want more of a stretch, pull that foot out. And then come. And breathe. Good. Breathe into the hip. And walk the hands back. Bring it. Make sure we're up on our hip. And we'll grab that back leg and pull it towards you. Now, take our feet to either side of our hands. So we're jumping into the squat. Okay? There we are. Heels are on the mat, toes slightly off. Pushing the knees away with our elbows. Coming down into the yogic squat. Good. And take a breath.
Place it in front of your toe, okay? You're gonna take your hand to the block, and then you're gonna kick up with your back leg. And reach up with the arm, toes up, hips level, looking up. Do the best you can. It's the same thing we did on the floor, half moon. What you wanna make sure is that your toe is facing forward. Lift up your leg as high as you can. If it's only here, that's okay. Just see if you can get your balance. I'm not using block, but feel free to use the block as well. And if you need to look down, that's okay. Just try to slowly look up. Good. And come back down. Good. Give it a try. Good work. And come back to the top of the mat. Shake yourself out a little. And we'll do the other side. knee bent. Warrior 2. Arm shoulder height. Lift your fingertips. Good. Take the hands to the back leg. Rotate the arm, palm down. Keep the bend in the knee. Work on your warrior. Working up. Breathe. Come back up. Now we're going to take our hand down to the mat. Keeping that knee bent. And bring the other arm over the top. Looking up. Again, feel free to use your block. Bring the arm all the way over the head. Try not to fall forward. Up. And I'm going to switch sides. If you can see what I'm doing. All the way up. Looking up. Good. And then from there, reach your arms straight toward the ceiling. And straighten the leg. Looking up. Triangle. And breathe. Come to our half moon. So if you want to use the block, take the block, put it just in front of your foot. Take your weight there, pick up that back leg, and look up. Find your balance, find your balance. Toe pointing forward, arm up, looking up. And breathe. You can do it. Wherever you are. Holding that hip up. Good. And come back down. Whew. And breathe. Good. Now we'll come standing, feet together. Take your weight onto your left leg. Pick up your right knee and hold. So as I'm balancing, find that spot on the floor to concentrate on. And you can keep a slight bend in your standing leg to absorb some of that wobble. Now take your hands to your hips, straighten the leg, and using all the muscles in your leg, keep that leg strong. Strong, strong, strong. Toe flexed. Good. Hold. Now keeping the legs strong and in one piece, bring it all the way back behind you and then bring the body forward. You can keep your hands on your hips or you can take them behind you. Toe down. Good. So you want to try to bring up the back leg to about the level of your hips. If you can. If that's too hard, just bring it to where you can balance. Hands on the hips. But what's important is that your body and your leg are in one line. That you're not hunched over. You want to be in one line with the body and the leg. And hold. Good. And come down. Good. Now let's do the other side. Put your weight on the right. Grab the left knee, hug it into the body, find your balance. Remember, you can keep a slight bend in that standing leg. Take your hands to your hips and straighten that leg. Hold. So flexing all the muscles in the leg to keep it strong, to keep it as high as you can. Hold. Now, keeping that leg just as strong. One piece. Swing it back behind you. Take the body forward. Keep the hands on the hips. Hold. If you want, you can take the hands behind you. And if you want to try warrior 3, take the hands in front of you. Toe down. Reaching forward. Kicking back. Hold. Good. And come back up. Very good. Shake those legs out.
a bit. Good. And let's go down to the mat. So let's come up onto our toes. Take our hands to our heart. And then as we go down, bend the knees, but stay on the toes. Don't let the heels touch the mat. Slowly, slowly. Good. If that hurts your knees too much, feel free just to come down and sit down on the mat. Otherwise, try to balance in this position. See if you can slightly rotate the knees down and actually sit on your heels. And balance and hold. And a nice stretch throughout the feet. Good. The hands down, hands down. So we're sitting down, legs out. Okay. Come onto the seat bones. Feet together, legs together. Toes flexed. Inhale. Exhale. Folding forward. Again, feel free to use your strap. Bending the elbows. Chest coming forward. Shoulders down. Back is long and straight. Good. You can do it. If you don't need the strap, then grab a big toe and bend the elbows. Once the elbows can touch the mat, then you can bring your head down. Otherwise, try to keep the chest open. Good. Come back up. Take the right leg in. Up as high as you can onto the side of the leg. Take the hips toward the extended leg. Inhale. Exhale. And use your strap. Chest up. Shoulders down. And good. Come back up. Take the right leg and then bring it all the way over. So the idea here is that your two knees are stacked on top of each other and the other leg is onto the side. So you're on the side of the foot and the foot is next to your hip. Okay? So this is a half cow face. We're going to inhale. Exhale. We're going to fold forward. So again, feel free to use the strap. Folding forward over your knee. Feeling that in your hips. Good. Come back up. And you're going to take this foot flat to the mat. Take the other leg and fold it in. Okay? And now we're going to twist. Inhale. Exhale. Take the elbow to the knee and twist, looking behind you. Pushing that knee away. Twisting with the torso, not the neck. Good. Pushing, pushing. And come back with the body, leave the legs as they are. And then what we're going to do is take this ankle, bring it all the way over. So try to bring it next to your hip. So both ankles are next to your hip, but you're not sitting on your feet. You're still on your seat bones. And then the two knees are on top of each other. Okay? Now since we have the right on top, we're going to take the left arm, bring it down, and try to touch the fingers behind you, if you can. Otherwise, use a strap. Okay? Chest open. Up and breathe. Close your eyes if you want, just take a breath. Enjoy it. Good. Release the arms and then walk your arms forward. So you're folding over your knees. Try to take your elbows to the floor if you can. Folding over the knees. Release the legs and bring them straight in front of you. Good. Now we're going to bring in the left leg. Inhale, exhale, folding forward over the extended leg. Forehead to knee. And breathe. Good. Come back up. Take that leg over the top so the knees are stacked on top of each other. This foot is on its side. Half cow face. Inhale. Exhale. Coming down. Again, this is easier with the strap. Rolling forward. And breathe. Good. Come back up. Take this foot flat to the floor. Bring in this other. And then we're going to twist. Inhale. Exhale. Push that knee away. And twist. Looking behind. Pushing this knee into the body. And twisting with the twist. And just looking over the shoulder. Good. Come back. And again, leave the legs as they are. And then take the ankle and bring it all the way over to the side. Trying to get it next to your hip. Two knees are stacked on top of each other. Okay? And then bring up the right arm. Try to grab the left arm from below. Chest open. Make sure you're not collapsing down. Really open that chest. Pull in the hands. And breathe. Release and folding forward over the legs. Walking the hands forward as best you can. Good. And walk the hands back. Good. Release the legs and bring them into our butterfly. Feet together. Knees a little bit. Good. Now opening up the feet. Pushing those knees down to the mat. Pushing with the elbows. Good. You can do that. Try to bring the head down to the feet. Good. Come back up. And now we're going to open the legs up into a straddle. Okay, so open the legs as much as you can. Then take your hand down to the mat. And then push yourself farther. And farther. So basically come until it starts to hurt. And then stop. You know you've hit your limit. Just where you can really start to feel. And you can stop. Hold. Now we're going to turn toward our right leg. Inhale, exhale, folding down to the left. Again, if you want to use a strap, it's fine. Same idea, holding the strap, coming down. Try to get the forehead to the knee. And breathe. Good. Come back up. And take your hips toward the left. And folding down. One thing I didn't mention before, there's always opportunity in this position to sit on a block. If your hips are very tight and you find it difficult to fold forward, remember to always feel free to sit on a block to make it easier to fold forward in a straddle. Come back up. And now we're just going to walk our hands forward and come to the center. So come as far as you can. If you have your hands, that's fine. Try to come to the elbows and breathe. Breathe into the to stretch. If it's one of those stretches that the more you just breathe into it, you can slowly inch your way down. As you breathe and relax the muscles, you'll be able to go farther and farther down. And breathe. Take some time and breathe in. Good. See if you can at least go a little bit farther than your first try. Good. And walk your hands back. And bring your legs in. And hug your knees. Good. As you hug your knees, roll onto your back. Hugging those knees. Good. Now release the legs. We'll do one abs. So what I'd like you to do is just pick up the legs just slightly off the mat. Not too high, shouldn't be here, not even there. Just here. Now pick up the chest, pick up the arms, and hold. And hold. You can do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug the knees. Good work. Good. Now from here, take the right ankle and place it on the left knee. Take the arm through the center, grab that knee, and hug it in. Good. Hug it in. If this is too difficult, you can always grab the bottom of the leg and hug it in this way. Hug it in. Good. And release. And do the other side. So bring the arm through the center, grab the knee, and hug it in. See if you can touch your head to your foot. Good. And release. Take the knees in. Grab the heels and come to your happy baby. Pushing those knees down. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Legs should be at a 90-degree angle. Don't let them come in. Go up and down, push and down. Push, push, push. Good. Knees together. Now you're going to take your feet down to the mat. And we're going to come up into our bridge. So pushing up, up, up. Using those glutes. Pushing up onto the shoulders and to the neck. Push up. Hold, hold, hold. As high as you can. Good. And come down. And take the knees in. And I want you to take the knees all the way to the left side, opening up your hand to the right. Pushing the knees down with the hand, looking at your left. Your right is come to the center and come to the other side. Opening up to the right. Pushing down, keeping those shoulders on the mat. Good. And our last pose, we're going to straighten the legs, sit on the hands, and then we're going to come up, take the top of the head to the mat, look behind us for a fish. So the weight should be in the arms, not on the head. Looking behind you. And breathe. And breathe. Good. Relax the head. Again, grab the knees. Roll side to side a little bit. Good. And roll to the right side. Stay here for a breath. And then push yourself up into a seated position. Come to a comfortable seated position. Take your hands to your knees, close your eyes, and breathe. Good. As always, if you want to take a relaxation, you can do it in laying savasana, laying down, or you can come to seated and just breathe. Relaxing the body.